Hey guys, welcome back to RPG A Day 2025. It is day 24. Prompt today is reveal. When I think of reveal, I think of those moments in a campaign or an adventure that you're running where it changes the game, where suddenly what you thought was a pretty straightforward game suddenly becomes something else. Whether that's, your investigative horror game suddenly becomes a survival horror game, or your typical dungeon crawl is now becoming more of a hex crawl. You leave the dungeon, you're going, revealing the wider world, or revealing a wider world underneath the dungeon, the Underdark. So that's kind of reveal for me. It's when the game changes in a way that now the players have to deal with that revelation. One particular story that comes to mind is when I ran my noir game, my 1980s Rockford Files reckless noir game, about a year or two ago. In the last case they did, and we first did some preface of this game. It was a very good game. I started out kind of very simple with simple cases, moved up the complexity, and the last case, so they kind of did murder mystery, figure out who murdered this guy. Then it was kind of a corporate espionage game, and the last one was they needed to find a missing actress. On top of some other things, I had three plot lines that then converged at the reveal. But the main thread was this missing actress, Emily Smith. Pretty sure that's the name I gave her. She was working for this up-and-coming film studio. However, the production was rocky. The director kind of went on his own. The director ended up being a former Nazi, or a Nazi filmmaker who was trying to get this film made, which was also being tracked by other agents from other countries and other things that the PCs had to deal with. But they finally tracked down where the film set was. The film set was in a cabin in Lake Tahoe on the California-Nevada border. This game was set in Los Angeles primarily, but then, branched out into Tahoe. And I thought the players were initially going to kind of beeline through the wave of all these Nazis for film crew. I thought they were going to open up a firefight. They didn't, which was good. I was running this in basic role playing, so it was good that they kind of avoided combat a bit. But they found the site of the film where they filmed it, and then I dropped the bomb on them. They found a mannequin, which was a fake out to the girl. But as they were walking back, they found a pile of dirt. And they started digging. And then they dug, and then they saw the girl in a grave. So this film crew had done their film, and then they had killed her and had buried her. And that reveal, one of the best reveals I can think of in a game that I've ran, because they were so what the fuck. Because these guys had successes, even though they were kind of thrown together and kind of didn't always have their shit together, they were successful, and they always found the person, or was successful. But in this case, I decided that no, in this one we were going to go full. We were going to crank up the noir meter. I go, no, you're not going to find the girl alive. And they were, they were frustrated. One player character literally if we just didn't waste time, we could have found her, which is true. There was a lot of plot plot threads that were going on in the game that caused them to delay and not get there in time. So yeah, it was a great reveal, and it shifted the tone of the game. They immediately are like, no, we're going to punish these people. We're going to find the film. We're going to leak this. We're going to punish these people. And they ended up burning somehow ended up burning the camp of Nazis and raiding the cabin. One person ended up getting captured and tortured. One player character. So yeah, that was a good reveal, and another example of how a good reveal can then change the course of the game. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you like my story, if you have a good reveal that you put forward in a game, I'd love to hear your stories. Anyway, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy gaming, guys.